Alright, so now we're going to have a quick look at how we can georeference a historical map, so particularly in Melbourne. We're going to have a look and see if we can find a good historical map that we can reference. Let's just go to map, historical map of Melbourne. We're give an official one from the State Library of Victoria. Just save that one, go into our file, there we go, override that one. Let's replace it. And now we'll just go back into QGIS. So the thing you want to do is just have a blank file ready to go. You just want to go to, well, initially, if you don't already have it, you want to go to Manage and Install Plugins. And you want to search up the Georeferencer. Yeah, we've already got it all installed, so it's all ready to go. Freehand raster generate Georeferencer, because we're using a raster image one. We go over now to raster. Freehand raster georeferencer and add raster for interactive georeferencing. We just want to find the path that we just saved, so we're just going to browse, come down to urban video tutorials, and there we go, map of Melbourne. There we go. Alright, so now we just want to reference two or a few different points so that it becomes super accurate as to where it is in relation to the OpenStreetMap. If we look at a layout and we go to georeferencer, that's where we want to go. So now we're in here. First thing we want to do is we just want to open up that file. Let's go back into Urban Video Tutorials, map of Melbourne. Okay, here we go. So now that we've got the map here, we can see that it's a very old map. So the first thing you want to do is find known locations that you know are still around. So around the city of Melbourne, two very popular ones would be Flinders Street Station. We can see the station there in the train track. And over here is Queen Victoria Market. They're two very known locations. So if we just want to put, so we just want to left click here, and here it comes up with the coordinates. The best thing to do is just head over to Google. Let's look up Flinders Street Station coordinates. Here we go, we get a precise location here for Flinders Street. So the first one we've got is east, that's the easy one, 144, so we'll see that one. Bring over X east, we can bring down 4 decimal points. Okay, for north, because it's looking for the north location, and over here with 37.8183 degrees south, we want to make sure that we take this one over, but we're not referencing as a north point with a positive, we're going to reference it with a minus. So that just shows that it's actually in the south direction. There we go. So we've got one location in here, so that's all referenced. So the next one here is Queen Victoria Market. Let's just put that one in the middle. Look up Queen Victoria Market coordinates. Make sure that it's definitely the right location, so it looks very similar, so therefore we know it's right. 144.9569. Bring that one over. And then next, we'll do the same thing for south. Bring that one over. Make sure you put the minus in front of it and press OK. Now that we've got two different points, it might be best to actually just do one more location. If we can find something that is still around from when this map was. Let's have a look. Over here is the gardens. It's a potential one. We don't know exactly where on the gardens that could be. This is one of the churches, I think, outside Flinders Street Station, so that's an option. Let's see what one is. Flinders Street Station Church. Yep, that's the one. Make sure that's the right location. Yep, across the road, right on the corner. Here we go. Here is the more accurate one. So we can just go minus 37.8. Here we go. That's even more decimals, so this will be even more accurate. Here, reference that one. So I'll bring north first. Get minus. And what is that? And let's get east. And put that one in. Not working. Try again. Control C. There we go, perfect. Now we've got 3 locations on our reference, and we are ready to go. So we just press start georeferencing now. It tells us we want to set up its own file, so we just want to output file this one. We'll put it in as a historical map test to the PIF file. Change any setting you need. This is all ready to go though. Press OK. And then we can start georeferencing. That's not bad. Alright. So the best thing we can do now is we want to coming through. We'll sort of load in the OpenStreetMap. Here we go. Now the OpenStreetMap's in, we can see the points of our reference. Let's see how accurate we've got it. There we go, there's Queen Victoria Market, there's the red point on that map there. And, yep, and let's check the other points. So yep, St Paul's Cathedral right out the front there, so very close, and Flinders Street Station here. So if you go check the historical map now, it's been completely skewed, so flattened it to make it as realistic to the actual scale that it should be. Now you've actually referenced a georeferenced historical map relatively accurately, and the more points you can put in, the more accurate it's going to be. So 3 is pretty accurate, and you can be even more accurate if you have more locations from the map.